Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk about the newest device that I've been using for spirit box communication and just go into a little bit more detail about what actually went into making it. And I also wanted to address a couple of the issues you guys had with it during the test video. And there were a few complaints on there, not many, but there were a few complaints on there and queries that I feel I should address before really posting any more videos with it. Jumping straight in then, this is actually an old vintage relay speaker casing. I actually bought a relay speaker at an antique shop and none of it worked, so I decided to sort of gut that and replace it with things that I thought would enhance spirit communication. So obviously you've got the amplifier itself and the auxiliary cable, but up top the first thing that I put in was the noise reduction filter, because the PSB7 is probably my favourite spirit box device, but the problem with it is it's just so noisy. You can't really do a session longer than 10 minutes because it's just unbearable, and I know you guys feel the same about it. So having a noise reduction filter in there where I can pretty much reduce that white noise to nothing it's amazing. So it's really good for that particular device. It is also customizable, which is great, so I can actually reintroduce a lot of that white noise if I wanted to test whether or not white noise is necessary for spirit communication, because that is a debate out there whether it's that or clean audio. It just gives me that opportunity. It's all about experimenting at the end of the day. And then the second thing that I put in was the reverb device. Now this is probably the most controversial. This is the thing that got the most complaints during the test video, is because there's a chap out there called Steve Huff from Huff Paranormal, and he used a device called the Portal that it's pretty much the same as this at its current state. It's got a white noise filter, a noise reduction filter and a reverb filter, and he uses reverb quite heavily. But the problem is Steve Huff has a little bit of a bad reputation. He's heavy self-promoter, and you know what I mean, it's given him a bad reputation. People accuse him of fabricating his evidence and things like that. Now, I'm not about to badmouth the man. I've watched some of his videos. They're quite interesting, and I don't hold out against him. People accuse me of fabricating my evidence all the time, so I'm certainly not going to go do that to anybody else. It's not very nice. So I'd kind of leave him to his thing. It wasn't my intention to replicate Steve Huff with this device. I just thought the use of reverb and noise reduction was useful. The reverb on this device, I don't think it's there to create a portal. That's not my intention. I think the reverb holds a specific function in this. And the first one is that when using a spirit box device, it sweeps really fast, so you get really short snippets of words. Sometimes words come through really fast and you miss them. Having reverb in there with its delay functions and the way it repeats, it actually kind of stretches that word out, and it gives you an opportunity to actually hear it in real time and then respond to it, which I think is better because you're getting a better back and forth if you don't have to rely on the edit later on when you slow everything down to hear what they wanted to say. If you can hear it in the moment, it's obviously better. The second thing is, with using a noise reduction filter to get rid of the white noise, spirits manipulate that white noise. It is known that they do that. And so the noise floor is gone now, so they've got nothing to manipulate except from the odd word that comes through on the radio. So having reverb in there creates a constant noise floor of usable sounds, as opposed to needing to generate an entire word out of white noise. Now they've got a noise floor made up of syllables and words from different stations that they can then, you know what I mean, they can force out whatever it is that they want to say using that instead of the white noise. And that brings me to the actual test video, is that one of the arguments is that it could be opposite. It could be anything. It might not even be spirit communication. It might literally just be radio interference coming through. But I tend to take the stuff that comes out, you know what I mean, really loud and clear, subtitle that, because that's the stuff that I believe is the spirit communication. They've took the words and they're just throwing them at you so that you can understand what they want to say. And that's my opinion on that. I do believe that stuff is the spirit communication, but you can never really know for sure. So anyway, I want to know what you guys think more than anything, because this channel's for you. I film it for me, but I put it online for you guys. So let me know what you think, and as always, I'll post any and all activity as and when I get it.